where sports is so plentiful. We have so much to talk about throughout our show. Welcome in, everybody, to maybe one of the best days of the entire sports calendar. NFL on TV, Monday Night Football. NBA, NHL. Great slate of games, tons going on in both sports, but we also have World Series Game 3. You're getting all four major sports going on all at once. Couldn't get any better. Welcome in, everyone, into our show. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Every single day of 2023, we come live to you every weekday at 5 p.m., every weekend at 10 a.m. It is so wonderful to have you with us watching across all of these platforms. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. Butt Fumble Sports is here for you, giving away great content, obviously, trying to make sure that you guys cash in on every little bit of sports action throughout the next 24 hours. It's going to get even better as the World Series just intensifies game by game. But Monday Night Football going on. Got a lot to get into. I know we got a lot of questions on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We're going to get to all of your fantasy football questions, your sports betting questions. As always feel free to reach out to us on our website, buttfumblesports.com, or email us feedback@buttfumblesports.com. That's feedback@buttfumblesports.com. We're going to get to all of your questions. We're going to help you out, give away a lot of picks. I have more picks to give out today than any day probably since we were doing our pre-NFL shows. Did a lot of research last night because I couldn't sleep. So I have a ton of picks to give out today. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Every time we hit 2,000 likes, I'm setting a low benchmark today because we want to give out a lot of picks. Every time we hit 2,000 likes on TikTok, we are going to give away a pick today. And when I say we have a lot of picks to give out, 1, 2, 4, 6, 12. I probably have 30, 40 picks to give out today, and I want to give them out all out during the show. You can find them all on the Sharps app as always. We are sponsored by Sharps. They're a great sports betting social media platform in which you guys can see all of my bets and interact with me. I can see your bets, so make sure you hit me up, DM me on Instagram if you want to see all of my bets collectively. But at every 2,000 likes, we're giving out a pick today. And when I say I have a lot of picks to give out, this is the most picks we've given out. We're giving them away for free. Just tap the screen. Best pick, Sal, we'll get to as well. Got a lot of picks to give out throughout the show. We will have our Sharps play of the day, so don't worry about that. That said, I know you guys have been chomping at the bit with a lot of fantasy football questions as well. So we're going to open the show with that. Fire away with your questions. Here to help you guys out. Drizzy, should I drop Foreman and pick up Leonard Fournette? I'm not as high on that move. Some people are going to be quick to go get Fournette. I wouldn't do so just yet, only because I need to see Fournette. I don't trust the Bills' rushing attack just because they add a brand name. Caspian C, trade Amari Cooper for Metcalf. Yes, I'm fading this Browns offense by the day. User 7175, Mostert and Montgomery for Saquon. Hell no. Mostert and Montgomery have incredible value. Saquon's value is very shaky right now, especially as the Giants look like sellers after trading like after getting rid of Leonard Williams. Sounds like even more Giants may be on the trade block before tomorrow's deadline. Mostert and Montgomery have massive value. You want Mostert and Montgomery. You don't want Saquon right now. Zach, B22, should I keep Pollard and Jacobs? I don't think Jacobs is going to have a great night. I would move on from Jacobs if you could, but Pollard I'd absolutely keep, even after a disappointing performance. I know the passing game just went off. Mario Mora, Walker, or JT for Week 9. I haven't really dove into Week 9 just yet. I'll pull it up right now to give you a quick look at it. JT has a phenomenal matchup against the Carolina Panthers. At first blush, love that matchup there. And then Kenneth Walker. One note, Kenneth Walker's total carries are going down as Charbonnet starts to see more value. I love JT next week, Mario. JT is a great play next week. JP, do you think I should keep Pollard or try to sell him? Keep him for now. First of all, trying to sell him now, I don't think he's got a lot of value, especially coming off the game he just did, so I'd wait on him. Again, guys, at 2,000 likes, I'm going to give out a free pick. Every 2,000 likes, we're giving away a free pick today. NBA, NHL, MLB. We got a lot of picks to give out today, so tap that screen if you're watching on TikTok. Lots of picks to give out today. We are going to give out a ton of picks. Will already got the dub, up 5 with Lions defense. Should I bench or take the points? I'd understand. Normally I would say man up, play the full squad. There is a bit of a risk tonight. I could see the Raiders putting up some points, but I still say keep your defense in there, play it out. If you want to win legit. Shunk 13, sell Jefferson since Kirk is out. Absolutely. Guys, the roller coaster ride of Justin Jefferson's value has gone up, has gone down, has gone up, and is now back down. Because with no Kirk Cousins, I don't trust anybody they're bringing in there, so I would certainly avoid it. Spencer Niles, thanks so much for subscribing. Great to have you continue to be a part of our amazing community. Harrison, thoughts on Rice on Sunday? That massive drop, that drop in the middle of the field, that was a 30, 40-yard completion that could have been had, would have changed the entire dynamic of the game. I was furious. Sometimes you get angry because a player isn't targeted. That's one where you go, man, the research let me down. Okay, I looked at trends. I thought this player would have a great day, and they didn't. On me, on the data. Yesterday, I was just angry. And obviously, Rashid Rice, I'm sure, is angry at himself, so it's not like I'm going at him. But it's one of those where when you identify a player who should have a good day and they almost let you down, that's almost what eats away at you more because you go, I called it right, he didn't deliver. And that's what was really frustrating. He had the opportunity to have a big night. Noah, Amon-Ra St. Brown or Laporta tonight? Ooh, great question. I really like both of them. In fact, let's get to one of my favorite player prop bets today because we're at 2,000 likes. Again, every 2,000 likes we're giving away a pick today, and we've got a ton to give out today. So, first one I'm giving out, I like Sam Laporta over 4.5 receptions. Sam Laporta over 4.5 receptions. By the way, very interesting that you guys like the Diamondbacks to win tonight. I'm not necessarily going in the same direction. But I love Sam Laporta on overall targets tonight, Noah. I think he's going to have a really big night. Amon-Ra St. Brown is dealing with an illness. Now, I think St. Brown could still have a really good game. Like him to get maybe into the end zone. I'll even put this one out here as a freebie. Amon-Ra St. Brown over half a touchdown. I think he's going to find the end zone tonight. I'll put those two plays up on the board right away. But between the two, who gets more fantasy points? Very tricky because I think Laporta gets higher usage. St. Brown might get the touchdown. So I'm kind of splitting the difference. Noah, I lean towards Laporta just because of health and overall matchup. JDG, trade Eckler, Ingram, and and Aaron Jones for Kelsey and Achan. No, I wouldn't do that. Eckler showed you the value's still there. Eckler, Ingram, and Jones are worth holding on to. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Spencer Niles, Gibbs, over 70.5 rushing yards. I like that play. I do like it. Now, I'm not going to take it, though. Spencer Niles, here's what I would take. I might take his over rushing plus receiving yards. I know that's at like 100, maybe 102, and maybe you don't want to go that high on it. Maybe you want to take it at a slightly alternative level. But 70.5 for the rushing yards, I feel like it's a good play, but I like him in the passing game enough where I don't know if I want to be completely on the running game because I think they'll use Reynolds as the backup running back in some of those running opportunities. So Gibbs isn't one of the player prop bets I'm giving out tonight, but Spencer Niles, I did have my eye on it. Mateo Soto, Addison and Hunt for Kyron and Flowers. Well, if you're moving on from Addison right now, I'd be okay with it. I'm not crazy about getting the Kyron part of that deal, but getting Flowers right now, I really like. Quinn, should I trade Devontae and Mixon for Ayuk and Pierce, but I have Mixon on the bench? I'm okay with it. My problem is Pierce's value has gone down as Devin Singletary's value's gone up. Dameon Pierce not getting that touchdown early in the game yesterday was disappointing. That said, Mixon's been pretty consistent on his value all year. I might stay with Smith and Mixon. Smith and Mixon is probably the better play. Should I trade Ayuk? He's allergic to the end zone. Yeah, but he gets a lot of targets. He gets a lot of receptions. If you're in a PPR league, I wouldn't move on from Ayuk. I know you want the touchdowns, but he's getting you value in other places. Shank 13, what running back is equal value to Jefferson? Man, that's a great question, Shank. I wish I had a really solid answer for you, but I think it's a bit of an enigma. in part because I don't know how we value the Minnesota Vikings pass offense right now. Not only no Kirk Cousins, but who's their quarterback? It's a question mark in terms of who's stepping up into that role. So Justin Jefferson's value right now is certainly not what it was a couple of hours ago. I have to think he's still worth... Maybe you could get a Kenneth Walker III, whose value's kind of maybe going down, a Ramondre Stevenson. But that said, the Patriots are in tank mode. Maybe you don't want to do that. Really hard. But with Justin Jefferson, the way I'd handle it is I'd offer him to some owners in my league, and I'd shoot for the moon. I'd offer him for something that's a little bit too high and let them dictate the value. I'd let the other person in the league, ask for something that's a bit too much, and then when they reject it, go, okay, what would you offer me? And play it that way, because I actually think they're going to tell you what kind of value he ultimately has. By the way, guys, at 4,000 likes, we're going to give away another free pick. We're giving away a free pick every 2,000 likes today, because I want to give away a ton of picks throughout the show. If you want all my picks all at once, DM me on Instagram, but obviously we're going to give away a lot of picks throughout the show. Dylan, yes, we do talk fantasy basketball, because we do our research on that level as well. Mr. Mansirk, should I sell Bijan, and if I should, who should I target for him? Interesting, Bijan Robinson at times is showing flashes. I'd keep him. He has good value next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I could see him having a better next month of the season than previous month of the season. Achan for CeeDee Lamb. If you're able to get CeeDee Lamb for Achan, do it right away. That's absolutely a move I do. 8 for MVP. I got offered Tony Pollard, but I have to give away Olave, Ridley, and Ferguson. Way too much. You have to give away way too much in that deal. Don't do it. Disbanded Puppet, up 53, and he's got St. Brown and Gibbs. I think you're in good shape. I think so. Let's give away another pick for you guys, because we have hit 4,000 likes. Appreciate you guys so much supporting the show the way you do. Now, let's give away another free pick tonight. I'm going to go over to the MLB. and I'm going to give away a player prop bet to start. First one I'm giving away, Leody Taveras. Taveras has good numbers, limited sample size, but good numbers against the starting pitcher that he'll be facing. So I'm going to take Taveras over half a hit. Not getting too crazy with it, but a player prop bet for you guys in MLB. Leody Taveras over half a hit. The next pick we're giving out is at 6,000 likes. We're just going to keep giving away picks, guys. A lot of picks to give out during the show. But again, if you want all of my picks for free, all at once, you can go check them out right now. Just DM me on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Just DM me. I give away all of my picks for free every single day on the Sharps app. But if you want to just wait around throughout the show, here you go. We'll just do it. We can go 2,000 picks by 2,000, or 2,000 likes by 2,000 likes. Van, should I trade away Hawkinson since Kirk is hurt? His value is super high. Actually, I agree with you. I understand open-ended question. Don't worry, Van. I actually think that Hawkinson is someone who may retain his value just because the tight end is the kind of position where even a backup could come in and find him. I think Jefferson's a little bit harder. That said, you might want to move on from Hawkinson. If you can trade him, do so. BTT student, I'm down by 2. I have Gibbs, but he has St. Brown. You might win because St. Brown is sick. He has an illness, so maybe Gibbs actually gets more time on the field than St. Brown does. Aaron, should I trade Ayuk? No. Aaron, once again, I'll mention this comment again. Aaron, don't worry about Ayuk being allergic to the end zone. If he gets production between the 20s, there's still value there. Kyrie Shoe Gang, Trevor Lawrence or Derek Carr for Week 9? Good question. Taking a quick look at it. New Orleans is playing the Bears. We love that. So, once again, Derek Carr has a very favorable matchup. Meanwhile, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on a bye week. So, Kyrie Shoe Gang kind of answers our question there. Trevor Lawrence on the bye. Derek Carr, great matchup. Go Derek Carr Week 9. Kyrie Shoe Gang, Derek Carr Week 9. Griffin Boyle, Puka, and Pacheco for Kamara. I think you're giving up too much, even though I love what Kamara is showing me. He has got a lot left in the tank. Juan Pablo, just saw your question. Juan Pablo, Fields, Devontae Adams for Lamar and Michael Thomas. I'd rather have Lamar and Michael Thomas. JP, do you think Max Crosby will get a sack tonight? Yes, I do. I do think he gets a sack. So JP, I would take the play. I think it's going to be risky. I actually didn't bet I can't remember. I don't know if I bet the sack or not, but I did bet tackles. Oops. I did bet his overall tackles. I think I bet it like it's at like 1.5 total tackles, or is it 2.5 tackles plus assists, something like that. So I actually did take both because I just feel like he's going to be highly involved in this game, even though I do think that the Lions offense is going to go off. So appreciate you guys supporting the show the way you do. Thanks so much for helping me out with my live goal. I'm going to change the live goal throughout the show, make it some different things. Hopefully you guys have some fun with it. I'll keep it pretty easy, pretty light, but want to have some fun ways of getting different live goals into the show. So appreciate you guys being with us. Let's get back to some of your questions. Again, at 6,000 likes, we'll give away another player prop. Between the Stoles, we're giving away a ton of picks throughout the show. Every 2,000 likes, we're giving away another pick. So a lot of picks to give away. In fact, because you helped me out with my live goal, let's give away another pick. How about that? Let's give away another pick because we hit our live goal. Let's give away a game pick. And let's go to the NHL. We're going to go to the NHL for a hockey game pick. One I'm going with tonight. I am taking the Panthers and Bruins over 5.5 goals. Panthers and Bruins over 5.5 goals. So a total pick. Panthers, Bruins over 5.5 goals for you guys. That's a pick we're giving away just because we hit our live goal. Luis, do I still go for JJ after Kirk? No. Don't try and get him now. Should I keep Gus or sell high? Yo, I think Gus has really good value. And in part because Derrick Henry might not be traded to the Ravens. If the Ravens don't add a running back at the trade deadline, Gus Edwards retains his value. So, hold on to him. Sweat it out for the next 24 hours. Jack, Breece, Pollard, Saquon for McCaffrey and Brian Robinson. Ooh, I think I'd keep who I have. Brennan, start Gibbs or Devontae Adams? Wow, great question, Brennan. Both are going to go off. Wow, really tough. I feel like you gotta go Gibbs. Brennan, I gotta go Gibbs. I just feel like it's a safer play. Really brutal. That is a coin flip, Brennan. I really like both of them, but I'll go Gibbs. I'll take the chance, and I'll say he gets enough rushing yards to make it worth it. Yeah. User, should I trade Pollard? You can, but I think he's still worth it. I think he's still worth owning. BTT student, Walker against the Ravens, Henry versus the Steelers. You got to go Derrick Henry. BTT student, especially now that somehow Will Levis proves some value. I actually think it opens up the run game because teams have to respect the passing game. That's one of the things that kind of made Derrick Henry less valuable. Julian, should I trade DJ Moore and Javonte for Wilson and Madison? No. Moore and Javonte Williams are the two you want to own in that one. Julian, absolutely not. Runner 666, which QB should I pick up? Geno Smith, Will Levis, Sam Howell, Derek Carr for the rest of season. Runner 666, I don't think we're in that kind of situation. I think you're picking up players week to week. I think you go Derek Carr this upcoming week. He's got a very favorable matchup against the Chicago Bears, and they're at home. So I do like Derek Carr for week 9. The Seahawks. Who the Seahawks play? Yeah, I don't like Geno Smith next week. Sam Howell coming off actually a much better game than I expected him to have. He's playing the Patriots. I don't feel great about that. So I'd go Derek Carr runner, but I'd go week to week picking up different quarterbacks. I don't think you can lock someone in given the options. Shiz, we got you. Fire away with your questions, guys, whether it's about tonight, we're here for it. Kike is guapo. Lave for Henry and Cook. I'd rather have... I know you're desperate at running back. I don't like Cook anymore. I didn't like him before, but I really don't like him now with Leonard Fournette in the building. Henry has more value than he had before, so maybe it's worth it, but I don't love giving up Olave. Don't feel like it's as good a trade as you want. You're giving up a little bit more. Exotics. I have Hill, Puka, Kirk, Amari, and Dell. Who do I trade for a running back? I trade Amari Cooper. If you can move on from Amari Cooper, that's the one I would want to move on from Exotics. Eclects 11. What do I do with Pollard and Jones? I think you're kind of stuck holding on to them because I think there's going to be the weeks that they go off and the weeks that they're duds. I'm disappointed that the Packers don't run the ball with Aaron Jones more. LaFleur sucks. Like, let's be honest. I think that for all the hate that Bill Belichick is getting in New England about life post Tom Brady, Matt LaFleur, welcome to life post Aaron Rodgers. It is about to get very hot on the seat for you. So I think he needs to use Aaron Jones more. But I feel like we've been saying that for the past few weeks and he hasn't. So very disappointing in that fact by itself. Cohen, trade Cook for Gus Edwards. Absolutely, Cohen. If you can get Gus Edwards right now for Cook, absolutely do it. Saul, thanks so much for supporting the show. We just hit 6,000 likes, guys, so we got another pick to give out. I have another pick to give out for you guys. Let's make it an NFL pick. How about that? Let's make it an NFL pick. Guys, I'm taking the Lions on the money line tonight. Not getting too crazy with it. I'm going Lions on the money line. Putting that up on the big board. So there you go, guys. Lions on the money line. Next pick that we're giving out. Hope you guys are going to follow all of my picks on the Sharps app. If you guys want to see every pick that I make every single day, all you need to do is DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram. And I'll give you a referral code and a link so you can see every pick that I make every single day for free. We're going to give out a ton of picks throughout the show. But if you want to see every pick that I make right now, if you don't want to wait throughout the show, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram for that referral code and link. Josh, what do I do with Addison? I trade him right now. I just hate where the value is going to go. I think there's still some value, but obviously I think it's fallen off a cliff compared to where it was yesterday. P2, Mostert, and by the way, that's not in a keeper league. If you guys are in dynasty leagues, I would hold on to Adam. I would hold on to Addison. P2, Mostert, Thielen, or Hollywood Brown and Saquon. Oh, I'd rather have Mostert and Thielen. Thanks so much for the question. Priceless Pigeon, would you trade Russ and Connor for Lamar in a 20-man league? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Priceless Pigeon, I do that, absolutely. Rate the 16-man league, Burrow, McCaffrey, Kamara. Wow, love this team. No, this is a loaded team. I don't know how you were able to pull that off in a 16-man league, but phenomenal. Well done, Priceless Pigeon. That is an A-plus team for a 16-man league. Brilliantly done. Jonathan Taylor, and Kirk for CD, Cooper, Javonte. I'd rather have Taylor and Christian Kirk. Robbie Robertson, should I trade Mayfield, Goddard, and Rice for Downs, Ingram, and Hollywood Brown? Yes. The answer is yes. Yes, I would. Aaron, would you trade Ayuk and Barkley for a Lamb? No, I wouldn't. Aaron, no, I wouldn't. Aaron really wants to trade Ayuk. You can tell there is like a blood feud there. Aaron, I'd hold on to him. CL, down 39. Have Laporta, St. Brown, and Jacobs. Thoughts in a standard league. Oh, I could see Laporta getting you 14 if he gets the touchdown. It's between like 10 and 14. I can see Amon-Ra St. Brown getting you kind of a similar total. It's very close. I could see collectively them getting you above, so I'll say CL, I think you get there. Damian Skyberg, I do like Gibbs over 27.5 receiving yards. I actually do really like that play, Damian Skyberg. Not one of my favorites, not what's going up on the board, but it is a play I like. Stepa, are you worried about Pollard? No, I mean, am I worried about him? Only in the fact that I feel like he should have had a better game yesterday, but I'm not overly worried about him rest of season. Cole Mason, time to give up on Jones. I might lose because he had 8 this week. I need 14 with Laporta. Cole, I'm rooting for you, buddy. Yeah, I understand that there are some running backs right now that are letting us down. And by the way, there's some usage that's going in the wrong direction. Dameon Pierce, Kenneth Walker III. There's just some guys that you're looking at going, I thought you'd be an RB1, and right now that's slipping a little bit. So I understand that there's a little bit of panic mode, but I'm not going to overreact and trade some guys, in part because I don't know if I'm getting better value. I think I'm playing musical chairs more than I'm actually getting players of value. Hawkinson for Andrews straight up. Van, if you can get Andrews and give up Hawkinson, I'd make that deal in a heartbeat, but I would have done that even before Kirk Cousins' injury. Aaron just traded for Diggs, gave up Mostert and Cook. Like it. Aaron, I actually really like the trade. Connor, Should I try to sell high on Kincaid or Ferguson or keep both? I might sell high on Ferguson, actually. I'd rather keep Kincaid. I think the tight end is a much more valuable and important part of that Bills offense. So I'm definitely not moving Kincaid. But Ferguson's might be someone you could dangle the value of. That said, having both of them and playing them in combination based on the matchup is a nice commodity, or a nice luxury, rather. T. Melly, do you think Laporta will put up more than 11.5 fantasy points? Yes, I do. I actually think he's going to have a monster game. I'm big on Sam Laporta tonight. He is a player that I like. Guys, at 8,000 likes, we're going to give away another free pick, so make sure you're tapping the screen. Tyler, St. Brown playing tonight? Yes, he is. Despite the illness, he is playing tonight. Cohen, thoughts on Devontae Smith rest of season? I think that A.J. Brown is in a special groove right now, but I don't think that Devontae Smith is going to completely go away or just disappear. I think he's worth holding on to. Again, who are you trading Devontae Smith for that actually is going to be too much of an upgrade? I think one of the problems is we think that the narrative that we're holding on to, or the narrative that we have, is exclusively one that we have. No, everyone else is seeing what Devontae Smith's going through, being the stepchild to A.J. Brown right now. And so the value you get in return isn't what Devontae Smith deserves. Maybe just wait another week. If he pops, maybe you want to hold him. Maybe you could trade him, but I don't think his value's great enough right now where you get what you want really in exchange. Walker P, should I trade Justin Jefferson? Absolutely, guys. Guys, I'm selling the Vikings. I'm selling Addison. I'm selling Jefferson. I'm selling Hawkinson. The only one I'd keep is maybe Hawkinson, because I think a tight end retains his value a little bit better with a backup quarterback than wide receivers do. However, I'm not trusting the Vikings to be able to recover this season. I understand that Jefferson's a freak. Addison's got a lot of talent, but I'm just selling them if I can. If I can get any value in exchange, I'd move on. The Nick RB is Mahomes and Waddle for Burrow and Chase. I'd rather have Mahomes and Waddle, believe it or not. I'd rather have Mahomes and Waddle, and here's why. I'm actually not a believer in doubling up. A lot of people like to stack players. I like doing that in DFS. I hate doing that in season-long fantasy, because the weeks where the Bengals have a bad week, you are cooked. No Burrow, no Chase, that is like a 0-0. A lot of people I actually know have Mahomes and Kelsey in their leagues. Yesterday was a killer for them for just that reason. I like to diversify my lineup, so I'd rather have Mahomes and Waddle overall. I have no problem holding on to the two of them. I understand Chase is the better wide receiver to Waddle, but I still trust Mahomes, I think, more than Burrow, believe it or not, in part because I think Mahomes' matchup rest of season are more favorable. Caden just traded Pollard and Rice for Achane, Pacheco, and Cooper. I'd rather have Pollard and Rice, believe it or not. I think I'd rather have Pollard and Rice. It's very close. It depends on what kind of value Achane has coming back, but I'm still suspect on that. Justin, trade Bijan and Puka for Diggs. No, I actually think you're giving up too much. It sounds good, but I actually think you're giving up too much. Matthew Lester, McBride, or Logan Thomas, or Hill. Guys, McBride's got a lot of value right now. I'd probably go with McBride. Let me check the matchup coming up this week. McBride does have a tough matchup against the Cleveland Browns, so maybe I pump the brakes on that just a little bit. Logan Thomas, tough matchup against the Patriots. Don't love that. Taysom Hill actually has the best matchup going up against the Bears, so it probably would be Hill this week, but if you're looking for a rest of season play, Matthew Lester, it's going to be McBride. Nuve DK, next week, Romeo Doubs or Gabe Davis. Right now, I've got to say Gabe Davis. Romeo Doubs, I can't trust the passing game. Jordan Love, would you please stand up? Jordan Love, show us something. Bryson Blake, I'm down 8 with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and my opponent has Laporta. Who's winning? Not you. Sorry about it, Bryson Blake, but I think you're going to lose this one. User 1466, Brooks or Fournette. I'm not crazy about either one. Cohen, would you trade any of these running backs for Breece Hall? Pollard, Bijan, or K9? I trade K9. I trade Kenneth Walker right now for Breece Hall, actually. Yeah. Exotics. Who do I trade Amari Cooper for? I need a running back, and the only running back I have gotten offered is Najee. Yeah. So you got offered dog poop. I might take a chance. I might see if I could pull off something crazy, and could you get a couple backups? Could you get maybe Charbonnet? Maybe he's on the come up. I feel like Amari Cooper's value is pretty low right now. So yeah, you're gonna be searching for somebody else. I'm trying to think. It's too bad. Like I think Gus Edwards is probably out of reach for you as well with Amari. Maybe you could get Gus Edwards. That actually might be a good one. Thoughts on Gus Edwards? I really like him. Gus Edwards is showing me a lot week to week, and I like the matchup against the Seahawks this upcoming week. Richard, trade D-Hop and Hollywood Brown for Pollard? Yes, I would, Richard. I know D-Hop went off with Will Levis, but I'd rather have Pollard rest of season. Bryson Blake, the disrespect to Amon-Ra St. Brown, it's because he's sick. It's because he's sick, so he is going to play. I think he could have a really big night, but I do like Laporta to just get enough points to actually, it's the 6-point lead plus Laporta that makes the difference. Watson for Ridley. Luis, I'd rather have Ridley. Ryan Dews, do I win? I have Goff, Jacobs, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's got Jacoby. I'm down 36. I think so, but it's very close. I think it's because Goff goes off. Guys, we just hit 8,000 likes. Appreciate you guys so much. Let's give away another pick for you guys. Let's make it an NBA pick. How about that, guys? Let's make it an NBA pick. I'll move the NHL down. Sorry, NHL. You're not as important. Let's move them down. Let's give away an NBA pick for you guys tonight. I am going to take this is going to sound crazy. I'm going to take the Wizards plus 13.5. Wizards plus 13.5 playing the Celtics. I believe you could get that at like minus 190, minus 185. The current line is plus 10.5. I'm adding the extra points to it. I'm actually going to give away a second pick for you guys. I'm going to give you another NBA pick, another one for you, because again, it's kind of a bit of a stretch play. So I'm gonna take this one as well. I'm gonna take the Pistons plus 8.5. So I'm taking Wizards plus 13.5. I'm taking Pistons plus 8.5. Two more picks for you guys. Giving away another pick when we hit 10,000 likes. I will give away my Sharps play of the day at 10,000 likes. So I will give away what is my favorite play of the day when we hit 10,000 likes. So make sure you guys DM me on Instagram if you want all of my picks and tap that screen if you want my favorite bets of the day. My favorite bet of the day coming up when we hit 10,000 a day. Again, if you don't want to using the Kike is guapo. Olave for K9, a bad offer. I'd rather have Olave. Rico 2-3-3-2. What's up with Puka and Cup? They just ran into a tough defensive matchup. I'm not too worried about it. JP, do I like Levis over Carr? No, I still like Carr more. I like Carr's matchup more. Ryan, we answered that one. Nuve DK, I'd go Hill. Nuve DK, I'd go Hill. T-Tap, thoughts on trading Kamara for McCaffrey? I'd do it. If you could get it, I'd do it. Wild and Out, trade Cup and Kirk for Stephon Diggs. Giving up too much. Wild and Out, I think you're giving up too much. Derek Lane, great to see you, Derek. Half PPR, he has Gibbs and Detroit defense. I have St. Brown. He will be up one once Detroit defense sets in. Who wins? I think he wins. Max Cooper, who should I try and trade Olave and Stevenson for? If you're pairing the two together, I'd go, that's a trade maybe I'd go for Diggs. That's an upgrade. Olave and Stevenson for Stephon Diggs. That I would do. That sounds about right. Maybe not enough value. It's close. Diggs plus a throw-in. Diggs plus like Tajee Spears. Diggs plus a Charbonnet. Something like that. Edgar, I'm down 10. I have the Lions defense. You think I'll get the win? I could see Jimmy G throwing a pick. I could see Aiden Hutchinson getting a sack. My concern is I think that the Raiders are going to put up some points of their own. So I think it's pretty tight. Rico, should I pick up Carr for Goff? Yes, with Goff being on a bye week, Rico, Carr is a player I would put in. Yep. Matt Rich, rate my trade. Matt Rich, where's your trade? Oh, rate my dynasty trade on the contending. Traded JSN, Charbonnet, 2025, 2026. Got it. For Hurts, Downs, Damian, Evan. Oof. I don't know if I like this deal. I don't think I like it. Matt Rich, I love getting Hurts, and I like Downs. Pierce and Ingram over the next few years, less so. Charbonnet, his value shooting up, especially for next year. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Jackson Smith-Njigba is going to be the best wide receiver. He's going to be the best player other than Hurts in this entire trade. And man, I don't like the deal. I'd rather have the JSN Charbonnet 2025 and 2026 first and second. I'd rather have that side of the trade, unless you're going for a championship this year. Should I trade Dobbs for D-Hop? New DK, I actually would. Yes, I would. I can't believe it, but yes, I would. Emmanuel Perez, thanks so much for supporting the show. It's 138 to 121. I got Gibbs, and he's got Laporta. I'm up. I like it. Emmanuel, I think you got it. Do you think Henry will get traded? Ashley Owings, no. I think they're going to hold on to Derrick Henry. I think Will Levis, I think there were two massive things that occurred yesterday that changed the trade deadline. One, Will Levis got a win for the Titans and looked really good doing it, giving a lot of hope to that team, that franchise, that offense. So I think that Henry and DeAndre Hopkins will stay in Tennessee. And two, the injury to Kirk Cousins turns the Minnesota Vikings into sellers rather than contenders, rather than buyers, rather than value holders for fantasy owners. So that said, those two events changed the trade deadline. Yeah, I think Henry's staying put in Tennessee. Kike is Guap, Swift for Olave. Oh, very close. I think it's a fair deal. If you are willing to give up the running back, I think it's worth it. JP, do you like Scotty Barnes over 31.5, over 31 points, rebounds, assists? It's actually not the bet that I took. Scotty Barnes, there is another bet that I took with Scotty Barnes. I took him at rebounds. You might have already seen that because I know you check out my picks on the Sharps app. Taking a look at it really quick just to give some reference for this. We're not going to do too many player prop bet questions up on Outlier right now, but we'll look at this one really quick. JP is always getting in my way with these player prop bet questions. So JP, we got to hook you up with it. Let's get back to Scotty Barnes. You were asking about points, rebounds, and assists. 30.5. The over is a good implied probability. Has been a good play of late. In home games, a bit of hit or miss. Head to head, has hit twice against Portland. That's a nice sign. Overall, again, not one I'm taking. I just showed you the stats around it. But JP, one of the reasons I wasn't interested by this play is there wasn't enough data to get me excited. So you guys know the bets that I make are based on trends, data, analytics. We're looking for things that are consistently hitting at a 75, 80, 85% clip in terms of consistency. This is not. So I just wouldn't take it. Nothing about it that gets me excited. But Scotty Barnes on rebounds, that got me excited. As you can see here, 75% head-to-head against Portland. This is cashed. It's cashed in 4 out of the last 5 games. And I was getting it at plus money, depending on where you took it. I'll put this one up on the board. It's not my Sharps play of the day. We'll get to that in a second because we have hit 10,000 likes. But giving out this player prop bet, Scotty Barnes, over 7.5 rebounds. That's another play that I like. But guys, because we just hit 10,000 likes, I'm going to give away my Sharps play of the day. This is my favorite bet of the day. It's my favorite pick. It's the one that I'm giving out as my Sharps play of the day. Is going to be Rangers plus 1.5. That's Rangers plus 1.5. Yep, I like the Texas Rangers to cover. Now, I will also say I like the Rangers on the money line. I'm not going to lie. I think the Rangers win game 3. But my Sharps play of the day, my safest play, my most confident play, the one that still gets a good return, and the one that I would bet with most conviction, and I probably fold into some parlays, is Rangers plus 1.5. I think the Rangers win this game tonight. I've already parlayed Rangers on the cover and the Lions on the money line. So that's my Sharps play of the day. I will give away another pick at 12,000 likes on TikTok. At 12,000 likes, we're going to give away another pick. And when we hit our live goal, I'm going to give away 3 picks. How about that? So at our live goal, we'll give away 3 picks. When we hit 12,000 likes, we're going to give away 1 pick. So, reasons to get into the action. Give away picks every way we can. Back to your fantasy questions. Cooper, Thielen for Bijan. Cooper, Thielen's really retained his value pretty well. So, If you need the running back, I do it. But Cooper, Thielen's proven he's worth owning right now. Feruz, Olave and Robinson for Javonte and D-Hop. I'd rather have Olave and Brian Robinson. Olave and Brian Robinson for me. Nuv DK, should I keep Addison or drop him for JSN? Nuv DK, first of all, I'd absolutely pick up JSN, but I'd try and trade Addison. See if you could package Addison and somebody else, upgrade at another position, and then pick up JSN. That would be the ultimate move. It would require time, though, and that might make things a little tricky in terms of the waiver wire. Voss, should I add Higgins or Edwards and drop Robinson Jr.? I'd certainly pick up Higgins. Absolutely pick up Higgins. I think Edwards right now, depending on the matchup, week to week has more value than Robinson Jr., but it really depends on the week to week matchup. Let's get back to some of these questions on TikTok. Rob, does Myers get 20 tonight? In fantasy, very close, but no, I think he falls just short. Ed J, trade away Kupp for Rashad White and Evans. No, I'd rather have Cooper Kupp. Shawnee Day, trade Kincaid and Sutton for Derrick Henry. I need a running back. I have Hawkinson. No, I'd trade Hawkinson, give up Kincaid, and I'd ask for a better running back. Shawnee Day, what would I do? I'd trade Hawkinson with Sutton. I'd keep Kincaid, and I'd trade Hawkinson and Sutton for an even better running back than Derrick Henry. Cameron, I have Jacobs down 16 and Goff, Amon-Ra, St. Brown stacked down 45 in 2 different leagues. What do I think? I think Jacobs isn't going to get you 16. I think you'll lose in that one. Goff and Amon-Ra, St. Brown, the stacking, it's one of the few times it might work out, but I think you're going to fall short in that one just barely, just because maybe Amon-Ra, St. Brown doesn't have as big a game, maybe because of the illness. Kike is guap. I'd go Robinson Jr. rest of season. Luperio, should I trade Stroud and Addison for DK? No, I don't think so. I don't love DK's value. I think I'd go in another direction. It's close though. I certainly like it more than Addison. So if that's the best move, yes, but it's close. Shane Gribbins, trade Hurts, Kupp, and White for Herbert, Eckler, and Addison. Chargers already had the bye. Yep, I understand that, but I like the Hurts, Kupp, and White side I think a little bit more. It's very close though, but I like the Hurts and Kupp side of that deal too much. AmpCan 111. I'd go with Gibbs at the flex. I think I'd go Gibbs at the flex. Ashley Owings, drop Debo for JSN. I mean, I don't love the idea of it right now. I know Debo's out because of injury, but if you're in a desperate situation, if you got to get wins now, I do it, but I'm not crazy about it. Zach, I'm worried about Tony Pollard. What do I think? I think Tony Pollard's value is still there. I am worried about it, but it's one of those where, again, I'm going to trust that Mike McCarthy is too reliant on the running game to completely abandon Tony Pollard. They don't have any other running backs coming in. You know, the trade deadline will prove something, but I'm not giving up on Tony Pollard just yet. If Amon-Ross outscored Devontae by 16.5, I think you're okay, Lethal Jake. I think you're okay. Mason, Devontae or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Man, very close between the two. I might go Devontae Smith, actually, or Devontae Adams. I might go Devontae Adams just barely. Appreciate all of you guys being with us, no matter the platform. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Guys, if you want another way to cash in on some of the sports action today, check out the Rival Fantasy app. Rival Fantasy is giving away a lot of prizes, a lot of cash throughout the season. Not just the NFL season, but MLB, NBA. One of the things I like to do the most is these challenge competitions. Who's going to get more fantasy points tonight? Max Scherzer, Brandon Pfaadt. Who's going to get more fantasy points? Scherzer or Seager? You want the NBA? You could do that as well. Tatum, Jokic. That might actually be a pretty good pick. How about you switch it up? Luka Doncic or Tatum. Plenty of opportunities. NFL. St. Brown or Gibbs. We just talked about this. I like Gibbs a little bit more. You can put down a bet, place it, see how things go. So anyways, lots of ways for you guys to win money through the Rival Fantasy app. Make sure you guys check out Rival Fantasy. Either download the app or DM me on Instagram to learn more about it. But Rival Fantasy has these challenge games that I'm a big fan of. Just another way to take all this fantasy knowledge that we have, put it to good use so you guys can cash in every single day in a multitude of ways. That said, let's get back to more fantasy questions. Seth, up 4, Laporta. He has Goff and Jacobs, so I need a miracle. Yes, you do. Also, Madison's stock on the rise after Kirk? No, absolutely not. Madison's value is even worse. Zach, will Vikings bring in a different quarterback? I don't think so. I think they might just be in tank mode now, and they'll go with who they have in the building. Stepa, who should I target if I'm trading away Justin Jefferson? I would see if Kenneth Walker III is available. I'd see if you could, maybe you reach out about a couple of receivers on the Cardinals, maybe like Marquise Hollywood Brown. Maybe with Kyler Murray coming back, that's a way to get a wide receiver who's got upside and give away a guy who's on the downside with Jefferson. Silvano, I'm winning by 42. He's got Goff, Adams. Yes, I think you win. Yes, I think you win. Tanner, should I sell CD high? Not a terrible idea, but no, I'd probably hold on to him. I think CD Lamb is going to end up being a top 5 wide receiver in the league this year. Hudson, what running back should I try to get for Addison and Pitts? I think Amon-Ra St. Brown would be someone to consider. Maybe, I actually think Devontae Smith isn't a bad one. I think Keenan Allen's probably asking a little bit too much, but maybe you reach for it and see if you could get it. Maybe Olave. Nico, I'm down 11.6. I have Jacoby Myers. Do I win? I actually think you could, Nico, because I think you could find the end zone. Kike is guap. Will Jefferson return this season? I think he will. I do think that he's just trending towards coming back. Act JJ, I'm up 35. He's got the Lions defense, Raiders kickers, and St. Brown. Am I safe? I think so. My only concern is, does the Detroit defense get enough plays that score them points? Sacks and turnovers might be closer than we like. Adrian got ways. Do I win? I'm up 37. Opponent has Goff and Gibbs. It's very close. It's very close. Adrian got ways. I think you're going to be sweating it out. Lethal Jake, do you think JJ comes back first week he can? Week 10? Yeah, I expect he will. Maybe they sit him out another week or two, but I do think he gets back on the field. Jake, down 10 with Amon-Ra left against Detroit defense. Am I looking good? No, you're not. I think the Detroit defense might score enough points to make it a little bit close. I think it's very, very close. I don't think it's an easy one. Will, should I trade Henry and Deontay Johnson for Saquon and Juju? No. Will, I'd rather have Henry and Deontay Johnson. Henry and Deontay Johnson. Guys, don't trade for Juju Smith-Schuster. One play yesterday does not mean he's got value. Caspian C, I'm up 5. Opponent has Adams. I have Jacobs. Do I think you win? I actually don't think you do. I think it's close. Maybe Jacobs gets you enough, but Lions have been a good run defense, so I'd be sweating it. Zach, rank these wide receivers. Okay, I'd go DK1, Smith 2, Johnson 3, Addison 4. It's close, though, between Johnson and Smith. Nico, what wide receiver could I get for Amari and Downs? Nico Collins. That's someone you could get. I bet you could get Thielen. Maybe you could get DJ Moore. Maybe. So a couple of thoughts there. Zach, Jefferson for Kamara. Zach, love it. I do it right away. If you're getting Kamara, I love it. By the way, when we hit 12,000 likes, we're giving away another free pick, guys. Make sure you keep tapping that screen. Keep tapping it. We're giving away free picks. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. 12,000 likes, giving away another free pick for you guys. But if you don't want to wait for all of those free picks, make sure that you DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That way you can see every pick that we make every single day on the Sharps app. All you have to do is DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We still have a lot of picks to give out, guys. MLB player prop bets, NFL player prop bets, NFL total bets, NBA and NHL picks. So make sure you keep tapping that screen. 12,000 likes, we're giving away our next pick, everybody. Joshua back down 32. Jimmy and Adam stacked. Am I safe? Yes, I think so. Luca, trade Eckler for Puka and Jacobs. Think Puka's production drops with Stafford hurt. Yeah, Luca, I'm okay with the trade. 8 for MVP. Would you trade away Olave for Swift? If you need the running back, I'm okay with it. 8 for MVP. I don't love it, but I like it. Tyler O'Brien, Kirk and Madison for Pollard. Yes, I do it, Tyler. Tony, A.J. Brown for Watson, Devontae, and Spears. No, Tony, I wouldn't do it. Tony, I wouldn't do it. Rizzard of Oz, great to see you, Rizzard. Did Madison and Akers' value go up now that Kirk is out? Actually, the opposite. I think it went down. I think opposing teams are going to stack the box and challenge that backup quarterback to go beat him. Ashley Owings, should I trade Cook for Jacobs? I'd be okay with that, Ashley. I would be okay with that trade. Josh Jacobs doesn't have a ton of value, but James Cook has even less value now with Leonard Fournette in the building. If you guys want every pick that I make every single day, DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We give away our picks for free. All you got to do is DM me on Instagram to get every pick that I make. We will give away a free pick at 12,000 likes on TikTok. 12,000 likes on TikTok for our next free pick. P2, I'll go... P2, you're asking about next week. I'd go Chris Olave. Chris Olave next week. Surdy, do I trade Jefferson for Thielen? Yes, I would, Surdy. Believe it or not, I would. McKay, St. Brown, Gibbs, and Adams to get me 55. I think it's possible, McKay. I actually think it's doable. Slawlor, Moore or Olave? Next week, Olave. Next week, it would be Olave. John, great to have you with us. Having Flowers, Evans, Lamb, Olave. Need a running back bad after Walker. I got Foreman. Yeah, you do. Who would I give away? I'd probably give away Evans. It'd be Evans or Olave. I'm not moving Lamb or Flowers. Those two are untouchable for me. So it would be Evans and Olave that would be on the trade block. Got Mahomes, Bijan, Jacobs, Allen, Brown, Kelsey, and Puka. What do I do? It's only a 6-man league, so that's a pretty loaded team right there. I'm not crazy about your running backs, but overall, I think that's a really strong team. I'd ride with it. Guys, Stafford has a sprained thumb. He's day-to-day. Just saw the news update. Stafford is day-to-day with a sprained thumb, so the value for the receivers hasn't plummeted. Meatwad, Mostert, and Cook for Josh Allen. My other quarterback is Fields. I don't love giving up Mostert, Meatwad. I feel like you can pick up a quarterback on the waiver wire more easily than you can a running back, so I wouldn't give up Mostert. Ethan Ingram, flex Nico Collins or Downs next week. Downs has the Carolina Panthers. Nico Collins has the Bucks. That's very close for me. I'd probably lean towards Nico Collins. Ethan, I'd lean towards Nico Collins, at least for the moment. Coach, I will be receiving Pittman for Aaron Jones and Ferguson. Good trade. I'd rather have Jones and Ferguson. Should I trade one of my wide receivers for a running back? I mean, in a 6-man league, I feel like it's almost incestual. I feel like it's really hard to pull off a trade, so I don't know. Doozy, I traded away Puka, JT, and Hawkinson for Hill, Henry, and Ingram. Who won the deal? The Hill, Henry, and Ingram side won the deal. The Hill, Henry, and Ingram side, I think, won that deal. John, what do you think about a new guy in 10? What you think about new guy in 10 QB? Oh, Will Levis. Will Levis stunned me yesterday. I was shocked to see how well he threw the ball. The first touchdown to DeAndre Hopkins was obviously offensive pass interference. Like, the fact that the refs didn't call that was ridiculous. But Will Levis looked really good. And he made me eat my words like he eats banana peels, because I don't like Will Levis. I don't like him. I said that to you guys before. I am anti-Will Levis. He's a meathead. He's a steak. He's an idiot. Who puts mayo in their coffee? Look, I'm not about flat earthers, but at least flat earthers are a special kind of stupid. Putting mayo in your coffee is just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't like mayo anyways, but putting mayonnaise in your coffee is like, that guy is the guy you're going to build your NFL franchise around? You got to be joking me. Anyways, he had a great game. He threw the ball deep. And the play action that he has with Derrick Henry and Spears is going to be really effective. I think the Titans might have something there just because the play action pass is just, it's electric. The run pass option is what they were basing their offense on with Ryan Tannehill. That actually doesn't work as well for them with Derrick Henry and with DeAndre Hopkins. It's the play action pass that works a lot better. The traditional play action pass, not the run pass option. So I like it a whole lot more for them. Emmanuel Perez, would I drop Waller for Hill? I'm not completely opposed to it, actually. I think Waller's going to have a good game next week against the Raiders if he's healthy. But Hill, week to week, is probably a safer play. Do the Lions have good pass protection with their O-line? Yeah, they're a really good pass O-line. That's why I am worried about Max Crosby on the sack. That's why I took him on the tackles. I mentioned that earlier, JP. I like him a little bit more on the tackles. John, do I think Will Levis wins the starting job? I think he just won it. I think it takes very little for a rookie quarterback to win a starting job because teams now rather see what the rookie can offer than wait it out with a veteran. So, Dre, I saw your question. We're going to move on from it, though. ID Maggio, sell James Cook as quickly as humanly possible. At 12,000 likes, we're going to give away another free pick. 12,000 likes on TikTok, we're going to give away another free pick, guys. Justin Herbert, Mostert, Deontay Johnson for Barkley and St. Brown. I'd rather have Herbert, Mostert, and Johnson. I'd rather have Herbert, Mostert, and Johnson. F, K9 and Wilson for JJ and Breece Hall. Great question. Wow. I think I'd rather have JJ and Breece Hall. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. You think McBride sustains this? I think he can, especially with the opportunity that with Kyler Murray coming back. Jacob RR22. I traded D-Hop for Madison. How bad is it? It's bad. It's really bad, Jacob. Hawkeye, would you trade Pittman and Gus Edwards for Keenan Allen? Yes, I would. Hawkeye, yes, I would. Kike is Guap. Rice or Palmer at the flex. So, interesting. Chiefs are overseas in Germany playing against the Miami Dolphins. Now that Jalen Ramsey's back, that's a much different secondary you're going up against. On the other side, the Chargers are playing the Jets. That's a fierce secondary as well. Kike is Guap. I'd go Rice. Do you have any NHL player prop bets tonight on Sharps? JP, I didn't actually go with any hockey player prop bets tonight, but I probably could find one. You guys want me to find one? How about this? When we hit our live goal on TikTok, we'll do some research on a player prop bet. Heber, Kincaid, or Kittle. Rest of season, I'd probably go Kincaid, believe it or not. Braylon Evans, should I worry about Hawkinson? And if so, should I trade him and Olave for Allen? I'd be okay with it. I think Hawkinson's the one member of the receiving core that's actually, receiving core, wide receiver, tight end included. I think that could retain his value with the Vikings, so I still sit there a little bit. Gavin Wheeler, thoughts on the Broncos? The Broncos prevented me from having my best betting day of the year. We were going to crush. We had so many parlays with the Chiefs involved in it. If the Broncos don't win that game, I am on a private jet flying somewhere and saying, screw you guys. Not really, because I love talking to you guys. But that said, if the Chiefs had won, it would have been our best day of the year. But it wasn't. And that's why Vegas is a city and not a town. Kike is Guap. What about Tank Dell? Better option? It's close. Maybe, but it's close. Caspian C. What wide receiver should I target looking for a trade? Amon-Ra, Amari, Cooper Palmer. Man, I don't like any of them, so package them together and maybe get like a DK Metcalf. Something there. Appreciate all you guys being with us. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day, every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern, every weekend at 10 a.m. So again, Monday through Friday, we are live every single day at 5 p.m. and then on the weekends at 10 a.m. Thanks so much for the mustache and the hat, Alan Simpson. Really appreciate you. Amory, I would do the deal. I would Amory. I would do that trade. Is Dotson wide receiver 2 over Samuel? I think so. I think Jahan Dotson is down 25. Got Adams. Do I win? No, I think he comes up just short. Panic on Pollard? Not yet. I'd hold on to him. Rizzard of Oz. I'm up 30 and I'm up against Jacobs and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think you still win, Rizzard. Aaron Medley. Cook and Ridley for more. I like Ridley more. I like Ridley more than more. Alan Simpson. I have Kamara, McCaffrey, and Henry. Need a wide receiver. Would you McCaffrey for Hill? Ooh, I would do the trade. That said, I'd probably give up Henry and go for a lesser player. But I'd love to have Hill, and I would give up McCaffrey to do it. I think I'd rather give up Henry, though, for another receiver. Drizzy, trade Saquon and D-Hop for JT and Thielen. It's very close, Drizzy. I feel like you're trading... I love getting JT. I'll say yes, Drizzy. I'll say yes because I like JT the most out of the deal. I think it's a very fair trade. I'll say that. Tweety Bird, should I trade CeeDee Lamb for Smith and Robinson? No, I'd hold on to CeeDee Lamb. Dave Nielsen, give Tua, Chase, and Edwards and Chuba Hubbard for Goff, Kupp, Pollard, and Stevenson. I'd rather have... Goff, Kupp, Pollard, and Stevenson, I think. It's close, though. It's close. Olave for Saquon. It's a fair trade. Kike Isguap. I think it's a fair trade. Ashley Owings, pick up Fournette and drop Najee right away. Ashley, I would do it. Yep, I would do that. Guys, we're almost about to hit 12,000 likes on TikTok, which means we have another pick to give out for you guys. Again, if you don't want to wait for us to give out picks individually or one by one, make sure you DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram right now. We give away all of our picks for free every single day because we want you guys to win. We give away our picks for free because we want you to win. So DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, NFL, MLB, NHL, NBA picks. Saul knows. Saul sees all of our picks every day. If you guys want to see all of them, we give them away for free. All you got to do is DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll give you a referral code and a link. You download the Sharps app. Just search my profile and you see every bet that I make, regardless of the sport, regardless of the type of bet. So DM me on Instagram and get those picks because we have all 4 major sports in this country have action tonight. Thank you, sports gods. What a wonderful world. That said, let's give out another pick for you guys. I have another pick to give out for you guys. Next one, I got Jacoby Myers over 4.5 receptions. Jacoby Myers over 4.5 receptions for you guys. Give that one out because we just hit 12,000 likes. We will give out another pick at 14,000 likes. But Jacoby Myers over 4.5 receptions. I love that play. So another pick for you guys. By the way, if we hit our live goal, I'm going to give away 5 picks. I want to encourage you guys. Live goal, we'll give away 5 picks. 5 picks. Brant C, 123. Would you trade away A.J. Brown and White for Diggs and Jacobs? No. No, I wouldn't, actually. No, I wouldn't. Mark Gonzalez. I'd go Taysom Hill rest of season. Taysom Hill. Mark Gonzalez, MMA. I think Taysom Hill rest of season has more value than Kmet, believe it or not. By the way, sacked 2 times. Just DM'd me on Instagram saying, hey, can I get your picks for tonight? He's going to get every single one of them because he DM'd me on Instagram. Sacked 2 times. You're going to get every pick. You just got the referral code and link. If you guys are like sacked 2 times, you can get them all. Just DM me on Instagram. Ryan, down 41, got Goff and St. Brown. Can I do it? Yes, you can. I think you're going to come up just short, but it is possible. Cody, I'm down 10. I have Myers, they have Gibbs, and Jacobs. Chances I win, very slim, almost none. Tucker, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, or Devontae, PPR. I'd go Adams. Tucker, I think Adams just barely. It's close, but I'll say Adams. Jacob Krell just hit me up on Instagram and is like, hey, can I get your picks tonight? Jacob, you're getting every single one of them. There you go. Referral code and link is in your DMs. If you guys want every pick that I make every day, just DM me on Instagram. We are going to give away another free pick at 14,000 likes, so keep tapping that screen. Burner account, yo, down 31, have Goff and Jacobs playing. How we looking? Very possible, actually, because of Goff. I think you come up just short, but it is possible with Goff having a big night. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Again, DM me on Instagram if you want these picks. Saul, Cam Thomas, over 23.5 points. Let's do some research on it. Let's go look at Cam Thomas. He has been cooking, man, ever since he really showed up for the Nets. Let's take a look at points. Over 23.5. The over is the better play. Now, it hasn't been a great trend. It is a good implied probability. That said, it's cashed in back-to-back games, 3 out of the last 5. Maybe hasn't been a great trend over the last 10, but this has been a good trend of late. Saul, I'd take it. I'd go with it. Cam Thomas over 23.5 points. You could buy this down to 21, 22.5. Maybe you want to take the safer play, but I'm not going to hate on it. I would take Cam Thomas over 23.5 points tonight. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Noah, down 52. I have Goff, St. Brown, Jacobs, and Patterson. Do I win? I don't think so, actually. Very close, but I don't think so. Brant C, 123. My team just put up 176 with Cup doing bad. Ideal lineup could have put up 207. Damn, Brant C, 123. Damn. Nicely done. Way to put together a winning lineup. Appreciate all you guys being with us. Again, we're going to give away a free pick at 14,000 likes, guys. 14,000 likes to get another free pick. Is DMing you only limited to picks? Yes. Mark Gonzalez, I have thought about doing an Instagram Q&A. We might do that. How would you guys feel about that? How about this? I'm going to ask you guys the poll question. Where is the interact? No, where's this? Where is it? Oh, there's the interact. Okay, so I'm going to do a poll question. Quick poll. Smiley face if you'd like Instagram Q&A. Crying face if you're like, no, I'm cool without it. Smiling face if you want Instagram Q&A. Crying face if you're like, screw it, I don't want it. So I'm going to ask you guys, crying face if you don't want it. Smiley face if you do. If you want me to answer questions on Instagram, we already do our live show every day. But if you really like us to do Instagram Q&A, we can find time throughout the week to maybe do that. Up to you guys. Kike is guap is smiling. Mark Gonzalez, I assume you're smiling. Smiley face if you want the Instagram Q&A. Crying face if you're like, nah, I'm good. I get enough Butt Fumble Sports as it is. Smiley face, yes. Crying face, no. Bryce, Amon-Ra St. Brown is playing. Our quick poll question, smiley face if you want me to do an Instagram Q&A for fantasy. Crying face if you're like, nah, I'm good. Butt Fumble Sports, like, have a life. Smiley face, yes. Crying face, no. IP Shade 45, thanks for the money gun. Appreciate you, buddy. Wow, the nose came out ahead. The nose came out ahead. Clearly you guys appreciate me having a life. I know my girlfriend would certainly appreciate it. Maybe she just voted here. I don't know. Louise, should I take A.J. Brown, Kittle, and Walker? I give away Hill and Goddard. I think it's a fair trade. I don't love giving away Hill, but I do think it's a fair trade. If you guys want more fantasy football questions answered, keep firing away. Plenty of time still left in the show. Wizard of Oz, I'm up 30 and I'm up against Jacobs and St. Brown. Do I win? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Jake Pickens, Bijan Pickens for Saquon. I wouldn't do it, actually. It's close. I wouldn't do it, though. Sean Henderson, who do I drop for D-Hop? Hollywood Brown, Deontay, or Tank? Ooh, good question. Probably Hollywood Brown. That said, with Kyler coming back, Hollywood Brown's value does go up once Kyler comes back, but it's probably Hollywood Brown. Make sure you guys hit that follow button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports as we are live every single day. So if you haven't done so already, hit the follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you follow. Make sure you hit the like button on the video so other people are aware that Butt Fumble Sports is here every day talking sports. Ryan, should I trade Pollard? I wouldn't just yet. Adrian got ways. I'm 6-1 and have no true flex. Should I do Pacheco, Addison, Waller, and McLaurin for Diggs, Ingram? I actually like it. Adrian got ways. I like the trade. Tweety Bird, Cook and Collins for Taylor. Yep, Tweety Bird. I like the trade. Tweety Bird, I like it. Adrian got ways. Still got Ayuk. I like it. Still got Ayuk on the bench. Still like it. IDKKKKKKK. I'm up 5 with Amon-Ra St. Brown left. He's got Goff. Who do you think wins? I think you do barely. It's really close. Really close. Zane, tied. He has Gibbs. I have Jacobs and Laporta. Who do you think wins? I think you do, Zane, barely. How come Prize Picks doesn't have all players? I live in a stupid state that doesn't use DraftKings. Tyler, it's because they don't want you to win. It's because Prize Picks doesn't want you to win. That's why. They don't want you to win, so they're making it hard on you. James Smith, who should I try to trade Mostert for? I'd keep Mostert. Why is everyone always trying to trade Mostert? The dude only scores touchdowns and has been like a top 5 fantasy running back all season long. I don't understand why people are trying to trade him as much as they are. By the way, guys, we just hit 14,000 likes, so let's give away another free pick. We're going to give away another free pick for you guys. Again, when we hit our live goal, we're going to give away 5 free picks. So let's get to that live goal. Let's shoot that lightning. 5 picks for our live goal, but we're going to give away a free pick for hitting 14,000 likes. So, next pick that I'm going to give out, let's go back to basketball. I'm going to take the Magic. I'm taking them at plus 5.5. Magic plus 5.5. That's the next pick that I'm giving out. Magic plus 5.5. Thanks so much, IP Shade 45. Again, when we hit our live goal, 5 picks. 5 picks are going your way. So once we hit our live goal, we're giving out 5 free picks for all of you guys. IP Shade 45 is making it possible. Thank you so much, IP Shade 45. Because of IP Shade 45, 5 picks. We're going to drop 5 picks on you guys right now. It's going to be a scattering of different player prop bets. So, first player prop bet that I'm giving out. Corbin Carroll, over half a hit. I'm also taking Corbin Carroll over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. So, those are 2 picks right there. Let's give away 2 more picks for you. We'll make them 2 NBA player prop bets. Next one, I got Kyrie Irving going under 2.5 3-point field goals, okay? Kyrie Irving under 2.5 3-point field goals made. Okay, so Kyrie will not get 3 3-pointers. That's the bet. Next pick I'm giving out. I'm going to take Kobe White under 2.5 3-pointers made. So, same bet as the Kyrie Irving. I'm taking the under on Kyrie and Kobe White on 3-pointers made. Okay, one more pick to give out for you guys. I'll give away an NHL game pick for you guys. And I am going to go with Penguins on the money line, guys. Penguins on the money line. Next pick that I'm giving out. We just gave out 5 picks. 5 picks for you guys. If we hit our next live goal, I'll give out 5 more picks. How about that? 5 more picks if we hit our next live goal. Okay? So, if you guys want all of my picks every day, all you got to do is DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I give away all of my picks for free. If you don't want to wait, give away all of my picks. IP Shade 45, no Monday Night Football player prop bets. I'll give away another one just because IP Shade 45 asked. I've got Jared Goff over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Jared Goff over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That one's for you, IP Shade 45. I know you're a Raiders fan. I got Goff going over 1.5 passing touchdowns. So, some more picks for you guys. Here are all of our picks up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. If you're watching on TikTok, all of our picks are free over on the Sharps app. All you got to do is DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, to get every pick that I make every single day for free. Butt Fumble Sports gives out every pick that we make every single day for free. Coke Murr, should I drop Henderson for Akers? I wouldn't, no. Runner 666, which QB should I pick up? Smith, Levis, or Sam Howell? Oh, thanks so much, IP Shade 45. Thanks so much. We've got to give away some picks now. Runner, I would go rest of season. It's probably Derek Carr or Will Levis or Geno Smith or Sam Howell. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm not about rest of season. I don't care about rest of season. I care about week to week. So rest of season doesn't matter. I'd probably say Geno Smith rest of season, but even as I say it, I don't love it. Am I worried about Cooper Kupp? No, Brock Ford. No, I'm not. I'm not worried about Cooper Kupp. Let's make sure we give away all of our picks. We just got that live goal hit thanks to IP Shade 45. Let's give away some more picks for you guys, okay? So the next pick I'm going to give out, I'm going to take the over in this game. I'm taking the over at 42.5. That's over 42.5 in this Lions game. So that is Raiders, Lions, over 42.5 points. Raiders and Lions, over 42.5 points. Another pick for you guys. Next one that I'm going to go with, next one that I'm going to take is going to be a player prop bet for this game. I'm taking Josh Jacobs, but not the way you think. Josh Jacobs rushing yards, I'm going under. I'm going under his rushing yards total. It actually moved on me. I like the under, but I got it at a different spot. I took the under. It moved on me. You could see the under was 62.5. That's what I took it at. That's what I'm putting up on my board because that's the bet I took. So I got Josh Jacobs under 62.5 rushing yards. If you can find it, take it. That's what I took. That's a play that I really like. Let's give away a few more bets for you guys. Let's go to baseball. Next baseball bet that I like. I'm going with Jonah Heim. Jonah Heim over half a hit. Jonah Heim over half a hit. Next pick that I'm going with, Ketel Marte. I think the hitting streak stays alive. Ketel Marte over half a hit. We got one more pick to give out to say thank you to IP Shade 45 for helping us out with our live goal. And the next pick we're going to give out, let's go back to basketball. Next one I'm going to go with is going to be Timberwolves and Hawks. We're going over 24.5. Timberwolves, Hawks over 224.5. So all of our picks that we've given out so far are up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. If you want every bet that I make every single day for free, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, just like Kelvin Taylor. Kelvin Taylor DM'd me on Instagram saying, I was watching your TikTok live and you said message you on IG. Would you send us your picks? Here you go. Every pick that I make, referral code and link. Kelvin, I sent you the referral code and link. Sharps is free. You download the app using the referral code. You look up my profile. You can then scroll through every pick that I make, no matter the sport, the type of bet. I give away every pick that I make every single day for free. I don't delete them. I don't hide them. You get every pick that I make. Because I've connected my sports book, every bet that I make shows up on the Sharps app. So make sure you're like Kelvin Taylor and DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Yep, the name of my company. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM us. We'll share that referral code and link, and that way you can see every bet that I make. Some you may follow, some you can fade, but that way you see every bet that I make, and every bet that I make is based on trends, data, and analytics. I love quantitative analysis. My background is in sports content, but I love researching data, and I love looking at trends, data, and analytics. So that's what we go for. It's not gut pits. It's not my favorite team or my favorite player. Nope. It's about analytics, trends, giving you guys the best opportunity to cash tickets every single day. Noah Cohen, appreciate you. Alessandro, I'm up 30 and the other guy has Devontae Adams. What are the odds? I think you're in good shape. I think you're going to win that one. I think you're going to come out with the dub. Appreciate the question. Appreciate you guys being with us every single day across all of our platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Amon-Ra St. Brown is playing. Amon-Ra St. Brown is playing. I know you already heard, but is Gibbs, do I trade Gibbs if he pops off tonight? It's not a terrible idea, actually. He's got the bye week next week, I believe, and then obviously David Montgomery comes back. So I actually think if Gibbs does have a good day, it's a great time to trade him. Recognized milk. I actually think that's a great move. Great idea. Shonk 13. Absolutely make that deal. Jefferson for JT. Love that trade. Love it. Lakers outlook for the season. What's your ceiling? My ceiling is to make it to the Western Conference Finals because that absolutely could happen. If it happened last year, it could happen again. But I don't think it's the ceiling I'd worry about. I think it's the floor. I think the Lakers could once again be a play-in team. So the Lakers just have a massive range there. Jones Nation, I'd go Taysom Hill this week. Jones Nation, I'd go Taysom Hill this week. Thanks so much for the question. Santana Perez, I'm up 46. An opponent has Goff and Detroit defense. Do I win? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Chase, Hubbard, or Ford for week 9? Let me take a quick look at it. I'd go with Ford. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Liz, great to see you, Liz. Liz, hope you're having a great day. Liz, it is wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful one. John Bills traded Addison, Cooper Kupp, and Robinson for Eckler in London. John Bills, you won the trade. Great job. Great job. Wise Guy, 1089. Should I drop Thomas for McBride or Kincaid? I'd do it for Kincaid. Wise Guy, I'd absolutely do it for Kincaid. Niner Gang, should I look to trade Addison? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Burner Account 3, really appreciate the support. He just said, just love the show. Really appreciate your burner account. For all of those that watch Butt Fumble Sports every day, thank you guys. We wouldn't be a company or a network without you. Really appreciate the support you guys show us every day. Mag 1C Pants. Who could I get with Stevenson and Madison? Probably not too much. Maybe you could upgrade to a Walker III, maybe a Dameon Pierce, but overall, I don't think you're getting too much value. Should I waiver Will Levis? My QB is Stafford. Not a terrible idea, given right now the situation with Stafford's sprained thumb, might be out for this week. Burner Account 3, RBs or Pollard, Jacobs, and Achan. Should I look to trade any of them? I have weak wide receivers. You don't have great running backs, so the answer is you can, but then you're lacking depth. You're trying to plug one hole by opening up another. You might end up with two holes. Never a good thing. Appreciate all you guys being with us. Drizzy, trade Saquon for Jacobs and DK. Not crazy about it. I'm kind of on the fence. I get it if you really need the depth, but not crazy about it. Again, guys, if you want every bet that I make every single day, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We give away every single pick on Instagram. Just DM me, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We'll hook you guys up with the referral code and link for the Sharps app. That way you can see every bet that I make every single day. Now, guys, I will not be doing a subscriber-only show tonight because I'm going to watch the World Series and take some time. But I will do a subscriber-only show tomorrow night. We will do 2 shows tomorrow at 5 p.m. and then a night show or a late night show for subscribers. So make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. And again, if you ever want to reach us off the air, feedback@buttfumblesports.com is our email, or go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. We love hearing from you guys, whether you guys want to show love, whether you guys want to give us some hate. We love hearing from you guys every single day, so always feel free to reach out. That's buttfumblesports.com is where you can contact us, or email us, feedback@buttfumblesports.com. Make sure all of you guys are subscribers and following us. If you guys want every bet that I make every day, make sure you DM me on Instagram right now. We've got a lot of sports going on tonight. I've made bets for every single sport. So if you want to see every bet that I made tonight, DM me on Instagram. I'll be looking for them. DM me on Instagram right now to get a referral code and link for every bet that I make for the rest of the night and the rest of the year and the rest of time. Make sure you guys are having a great night. I say make sure you're having a great night because when you get all 4 major sports playing in one night, if you're not having a great night, man, something must be going wrong, and I feel bad for you. I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe and enjoy this wonderful night of sports. World Series, Monday Night Football, NBA, NHL. Does it get any better? Thank you, sports gods, for blessing us with this amazing Monday night of sports action. I hope you guys enjoy it, no matter where you are, who you're with, or what you're doing. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for our 5 p.m. Eastern show. That's 5 p.m. Eastern on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, because we are live every single day. If it's a day of 2023, Butt Fumble Sports will be live. So make sure you follow us, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys at 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday for another show. Until then, goodbye everybody and have a great night.